Hello, here I'm going to talk about the grading system. That's the way to assess a student performance in an individual course or to award a degree or qualification to a student based on his or her overall performance in different courses of the program. Different countries have different grading systems. So as an international applicant, you have to know information about the grading system of different countries if you would like to apply for a foreign university. For example, if you would like to apply for the program in the USA or in the Europe, you have to know how your credit can be transferred or converted from one grading system to the other. Different countries, as I already said, have different grading systems. So some universities in a foreign country, for example in the Europe mostly, you need to provide them with the converted transcripts. It can be done by three ways. Some universities ask you for the highest mark, for the passing mark, for the lowest mark, and they convert your transcripts by themselves. So you have to know what's the highest, lowest, and passing mark in your home country. And some other universities ask you for the unofficial converted transcripts, so you need to convert the transcript by yourselves. And some other universities ask you for the official transcripts, so it can be done by the agents. So you can order a transcript conversion to an agent, for example World Educational System, VES, for the transcript conversion, and then submit the converted transcripts to the university that you are going to apply. So this information can be very helpful to gain an insights into your performance. Here we would like to briefly discuss about the grading system of the most common universities that the international students apply, for example in the USA, Europe, UK, Australia, and the other ones. In the American system, the grading system is from 1 to 4. The 4 is the highest and the 1 is the lowest or the failing mark. In the Europe, it's from 5 to 1. 1 is the highest and 4 and 5 is for the failing mark. In the USA, the grading system also shown by letters A, B, C, D. 60+% in a course, it's the passing mark, and the lowest is the failing mark. The UK assesses a student on this scale. 2.1, 2.2. First class honors are for the students who perform 70% plus in that course or overall in their degree program. Upper second means you performed more than 60% to up to 69%. And lower second for 50 to 59, and third class is the failing mark. It's also for the undergraduate students. For master student or PhD student in the UK, you can also see the words for describing your performance, like distinction, merit, pass, and something like that. The common nomenclature for the student performance assessment in the Australia is high distinction, distinction, credit, pass, fail. The high distinction is when a student performs 85% plus, and distinction for 75 to 84, and credit, pass. In the Europe, 1 is the best or excellent performance, and 5 is the failure mark. In the Russia, it's different. 5 means excellent, and 2 is for the failing mark. In France and Iran, the scale is from 0 to 20. From 16 to 20 is for the excellent. 14 to 16 is for good, and 10 to 12 is for passing, and lower than 10 means the failing mark. The other countries have different grading systems. For example, in Italy, it's from 0 to 30, and in Brazil and Argentina, it's from 0 to 10. So you can see the excellent passing range of each one of these grading systems. In the Europe, usually most of the countries obey the European Credit Transfer System, or ECTS. That's a scale of 1 to 5. It's usually accepted by most of the universities, but it's good to know how if each country in the Europe assess student performance in addition to the accepted European grading system, or ECTS. For example, in the Nordic countries, for example, Finland is 5 for the highest mark, and Denmark is 12, while all of them obey the ECTS system for assessing student performance. And also you need to transfer or your credit and grades to the ECTS system when you apply. But it's good to know some information how each country in the European Union assess student performance. Please see this brief summary of the grading system in the most common countries that international students apply. For example, in the USA, UK, Germany, France, Italy. Okay, with this brief information about the grading system and credit transfer from one new country to the other, you can perform it by yourself. For example, there are a formula in the website, so you can search for the formula. We would like to here introduce you one common website or online platform that can do this task for you. Scholar.o is one of the good websites that I usually use for GPA calculation. It's include all countries. You can see the grading system of different countries. For example, here and another country, you can see how they assess student performance, what scale they accepted already. For example, in Canada and another country, for example, Iran, you see that the grading scale from 0 to 20, and the US grade point average equivalent is from 0 to 4, and the grades are assessed by these scales. So if you would like to transfer your transcripts, you can upload the file, and then you see all the courses that you passed in your degree program and the credits and the grades. Then you can calculate your GPA. You can also enter by hands or manually. For example, I can say I choose Iran as an instance, and I would like to convert the grades to US system. So in fall 2025, for example, I passed a course on general mathematics that has 4 credits with a grade of 60. And I had also a course of physics, for example, has 3 credits with a grade of 70, for example. And I can say, for example, 5, I had the course on chemistry with 3 credits. I obtained a grade of, for example, 54. Okay. You can add more rows by clicking on this or remove them. It doesn't matter it's empty or not. You can calculate GPA. Here you see your converted. You can also order an official credit evaluation by VES. Here you can get an evaluation by creating an account and then ordering your credit transfer conversion officially. Okay, I already made an account and I enter into my account. You can calculate your GPA from here by start now. For example, enter my information. I'm from Iran, and continue. Degree, for example, Master of Science from Sharif University, that's in Iran. Okay, it's a 2-year program. For example, MSc Chemical Engineering, and there are 29 credits for example, 18.75. Calculate GPA. You can see your GPA in the US system. You can also apply for course by course credit conversion. If you would like to convert and then apply for a university, USA, Canada, or New Zealand, you can use this agent. For the European, you should use other agent. For example, I would like to apply for the USA. You can complete all these steps and they will convert your transcripts or make an evaluation and then submit to the foreign university or the university in the USA that you would like to apply.